All right. I'm going to try to make this short. Gayle King. Wow. Wow. I mean, wow. Wow. So the reaction from all of uh, all of you has been, I want to say, less than positive. Yeah, less than positive, I think, is a nice way to say it. What's the unnice way to say it? Pretty fucked up. I'm not gonna lie, pretty fucked up. Okay, look. Okay, look here. I'm not going to defend Gayle King. Okay. At, at the heart of it, Gayle King, she didn't have to ask that question. All right, Gayle didn't have to ask that question. It was up to her to ask that question, but she does not share all the blame, saying as how she, as she put it, she didn't have the choice of what to post. Well, anyway, look, the reactions of a lot of people. My favorite being Snoop Dogg. Goddamn, goddamn, Uncle Snoop can really, really. He can go off when he wants to. Real calm. He ain't screaming or nothing. Just just flip on your ass. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, this is genuine anger right here. I like this. I like this shit. I mean, come on, people. Look, Gayle King is like, all right. Let me be blunt for a second. She had no reason to ask that question. Okay? Yes, yes. It's a question that is connected to someone who unfortunately is no longer with us. Right? It's a question that's connected to his legacy. It's not the only thing that's connected to his legacy, but that's the thing everybody's going to grab at. Seeing as how now, like a lot of other people, they're not alive to defend themselves. All right? It's not like it's the first time. When he won his Oscar, not too long ago, that's the first thing that came up. Right in the middle of the Me Too movement is when they decided to bring up something that had no importance. This wasn't about the fact that this person was doing something fantastic. It was about something that, I mean, come on, go through the case, go through everything. In fact, I'm gonna see if I can I can find some more information and maybe some articles about the case. In any case, I'll see if I can leave a link in the description or more than one, and try to that can go into the case a little bit deeper than I can. I mean, I could, but that would require time I don't want to spend because then I wouldn't be well. I can do a little bit. Apparently, apparently, this person had a history of mental illness, right? She had more than one. She had multiple, uh, multiple semen samples in her undergarments. She had a history of mental illness. And there was a number of other things. Now, look, this isn't to downplay the fact that that was something he shouldn't have done, right? That's something he should not have done. But he sure in the fuck didn't do it the way everybody's trying to make it seem like. He was acquitted. Okay, if you're acquitted in a court of law, the court of public opinion can fuck off. I just say that. Alright? And let me go on a little bit of a rant. Fuck what Oprah Winfrey has to say. Alright? Fuck what Oprah Winfrey has to say. Oprah, you don't have any leg to stand on. Huh? You ain't got nothing to stand. You ain't got no leg. You ain't got no elbow. You ain't got no kneecap. There's nothing that you can say that will. Nothing. You can't defend somebody and you're doing the exact same shit. Come on. And while we're on the subject, fuck what Bill Cosby has to say too. Nobody gives a fuck. Come on. If a motherfucker that goes to jail, and this is not to take away from Bill Cosby's legacy and all the good things that he did, but he's not in jail for the good things he did. He's in jail for, some of y'all would say, by trying to buy NBC. Others would say, you know. But if a motherfucker that went to prison for the charge of being a serial rapist over the course of a few decades can look and give you that Bill Duke line from Menace to Society, and those of you who saw the movie know exactly the line I'm talking about. Well, he said it best. You know he done fucked up. It was like, motherfucker, if a motherfucker that went to jail for being a serial rapist can somehow find a high horse and say, you know, that wasn't cool, you're doing something wrong. And while we're on the subject, fuck O.J. Simpson too. What the fuck does O.J. Simpson have to say? All right. If I wanted to hear what O.J. Simpson have to say, I'd ask him. But I would prefer to ask him in a well lit area, where there are a lot of people around, and in broad daylight where there are a lot of cameras as well. I'm just saying it's not. You know, the best thing. It's not the best idea, but it's a pretty good idea. I'm just saying, to ask O.J. Simpson his opinion, just make sure you've got, you know, witnesses, perhaps, a well-lit place, and, you know, just saying. It's not a bad idea, but it's not a good idea. But it's a pretty good idea. I'm just saying. All right, look. Let me get back to this nigga named Gayle King. Look here, lady. You fucked up, okay? But she did more than a lot of these motherfuckers did. I just saw an article not too long ago about some bitch, and I don't mean to call her a bitch. I don't remember her name. Anyway, this cunt. And I know saying cunt in the middle of the Me Too era really don't sound so nice, but I'll say it anyway. So this fucking hump, okay, basically says that, what am I saying basically? The article says that this person said that Kobe Bryant, his death was karma for the rape back in '03, and people should get over it. Then we could go into the shit about that Ari Shaffir said, and it's like once you go down that rabbit hole, you don't want to stop. I get so tired of this ridiculous BS. Your motherfuckers want to be, and this is to journalists and anyone aspiring to be a journalist. Try to be a journalist and not a paparazzi. There's a difference. Okay? You want to be a paparazzi when you want to get the story, and you want to get the story out as fast as you can, but you want to be a journalist when somebody calls you out for how you got the story and how you put the story out. Look, I'm not a journalist. All right? You think if I spent that kind of money to get that kind of degree, I would be talking about Gayle King? No. I'd probably be trying to defend Gayle King, but I can't defend I can't defend that. It's stupid. She made the decision. Okay? She made the decision. And she got to deal with that decision. But the shit that she's getting is not conducive to change. Alright? Let me be serious for a second. All this and all of that that's being thrown at Gayle King is like, she's not the only person. She's not the only person who has asked this question. She's not the only person who brought this up after the man's death. After the man's death. Body wasn't even cold yet. And almost seemed like everybody came out of the woodwork to do this. I feel like these movements, these movements, as we call them, are somehow, they're a double-edged sword in a way. They're one swings to correct the wrong, and yet you always got to remember that joker's got to come right back. You can't swing that sword without knowing and fully accepting that some bitch is going to come right back at you. Alright? And sometimes, just sometimes, it may not take you out, but it might nick you just a little bit. Okay? Just a little. Okay? Look, Gayle King, she didn't have no reason to do that. But she had the right to do that. Alright? She had the right to say what she said. She had the right to ask the question she asked. Because, last I checked, this is a free country. And even if you disagree with what the hell she asked, even if you disagree with whatever reason she had to ask, in spite of what little snippet of the interview was posted, it doesn't matter. You've got the right to be offended, just like she's got the right to feel like she had to ask that question. But at least when she asked that question, she tried to clarify what she said. All right? She did more than a lot of people have done, because when she first opened the question to Lisa Leslie, she at least clarified it. A lot of these people are just giving off this random garbage and just writing this poor man off as, and I know, saying poor man to a multimillionaire, one of the greatest athletes to ever live, is saying poor man. Yes, poor man, because this man died with his daughter. This family is not the same now. Okay? It's about respect. It's about respect, and yet it's about compassion. Okay? But on the other side, we can't forget that with that respect we must have compassion. Compassion for the foolish, as well as compassion for the ones we lost. This man and 8 other people, one of them being his child, one of his children, did not get to go home that Sunday night to have dinner with their family. All right? It's terrible to it's still hard to even think about, It's hard. But we, as people, we got to move on. I'm not saying you can't be pissed off. I'm not here to tell somebody what to do. I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm just here to just clarify. If you're going to do this, you got to put on the full spectrum. Right? Gayle King, what she did was fucked up. But she's not the only person who's decided to ask that question or dig into that area. Okay? CBS needs to be held accountable. All the other people need to be held accountable. And I don't mean held accountable with this bullshit of death threats and all this other garbage. No. They need to be held accountable the right way. Okay? Hold them accountable the way we're supposed to. We let them know they fucked up, and then we let them know that they need to do better. And that's it. And for the other side, for you motherfuckers who really, really don't know what I'm saying, there's a big difference between being a journalist and being a shock jock. Big difference. And that difference is, if I gotta tell you, you don't know. I'm done.